experienced defender. And it's been saved! Who almost scored a winner in this final. Steps up and scores! And the Democratic Republic of Congo have made it into the Interconfederation playoffs.
So this is a story of how the Super Eagles of Nigeria moved from nearly winning the African Cup of Nations to not qualifying for the World Cup. The last time I came here, I brought you a story of how you should manage your international football using Morocco as case study. Today, I'm here to tell you how not to manage a national team football using Nigeria as a case study. My name is Delale Frank. You're welcome to Del Soccer. If today is your first time, hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. Let's go straight into it. I'm sure by now you are aware that Nigeria will not be at the 2026 World Cup. If you don't know this, then it's two things. Either you are a Nigerian, you don't have internet, or perhaps you've not been online in the past few days. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you. So Nigeria have failed to qualify to the World Cup officially because after not qualifying directly through the knockout stages, they went through the playoff and unfortunately lost to DR Congo on penalty shootouts. And that confirmed it and made it official that they won't be at the World Cup. And that means that the last time they were there was in 2018. What is happening to our brothers? What is happening to the African giant? Let's go into it. So, in my opinion, I think it's a couple of bad decisions that has come together. And I'm going to start with their coaching decisions. So, Nigeria was managed by Jose Pesero at the African Cup of Nations. He took them all the way to the finals. He didn't really start well. His relationship with the Nigerian national team was ups and downs. But at the end, he did something great and got the team to play some exciting football with all the qualities that they had. Mind you, one of the challenges Nigeria has had in recent times has been how a manager manages to find a balance with the kind of qualities that they've always had at their disposal. Unfortunately for them, after the African Cup of Nations, Jose Pesero contract ended and he chose to leave. We don't know why, but Pesero played 2 games in the World Cup qualifiers and he started on a bad note. The next decision the Nigerian Federation needed to take was to appoint a decent coach who could help them qualify for the World Cup. But they appointed Finidi. Finidi had the shortest spell in recent times as far as coaching is concerned. Finidi, unfortunately, also failed to win a game. Played 2 games and he got sacked. He is famous for his problem with Victor Osimhen when Osimhen came out to lambast the head coach and call him out for basically throwing him under the bus in a press conference. At that point, Nigeria has played close to 4 matches without winning a single game, and the World Cup qualifiers was basically away from them. And then they brought in Eric Chell. In my opinion, he is the only manager that seems to give Nigeria a bit of hope. And for him, he turns things around. He managed to get a couple of wins, and also when South Africa got deducted some points, Nigeria had a lifeline. But one thing gave them hope: the fact that they failed to get good results against the least ranked team in their group, and also CAF's decision to deduct some points from the teams that played against their lowest ranked team in their group gave Nigeria a bit of hope and took them all the way to the playoffs. In the playoffs, it was a second chance, but then Nigeria happened again. Ahead of the playoffs, the team boycott training session for about 2 days, nearly because they were owed so many bonuses to the level that the players could not even understand what was going on. So they said, no money, no training. They failed to train at that crucial moment, but fortunately came back to play and got some good results. They won by 4-1 and brought hope. But meeting DR Congo was going to be a very tough game. A lot of people has warned Nigeria that DR Congo's game will be the toughest. And obviously, it became the toughest. Nigeria went into the game, scored an early goal, but then Nigeria happened again. Went to sleep, considered again, went all the way to the penalty shootout and played one of the worst penalty shootouts you can find in African football. Now, the Super Eagles are officially confirmed that they won't be at the World Cup, and Ghanaians are feasting. But for me, I look at what has happened to the Super Eagles, and I feel most of them, they caused it. A couple of bad decisions around the national team, and people not taking their job serious, and also allowing off-pitch issues to take control. The Super Eagles have always had good players, quality, exceptional, talented footballers. They've never lacked them. But football is a team sport. It's not tennis that an individual can win a game for you. It's just painful that a team with Osimhen, Lukman, Chukwueze, mentioned them. Basically, a country with so many individual talented footballers will not be at the World Cup simply because a group of individuals have made bad decisions and that's all come together. Not qualifying for a tournament 3 times in a row obviously means that you are doing something wrong. So Morocco may be a classical example or a model of how to run a national team football. I think maybe Nigeria is also an example of how not to run a national team football.